So you're not getting any views and no one's watching your videos. Let me show you how I keep going here on YouTube. I finally found my magic moment, my key magic moment, and that is the fact that this is my studio. So I don't have a home office, I don't have a home studio clearly, and I don't even have a corner of my house that I could utilize to record my videos. Purely the fact my house is too busy, too packed, too many people there, too much volume. So this is where I've ended up having to do my filming, and I absolutely love it. I mean, you can't beat this. And it's the fact that I now get to come outside and outdoors that I now appreciate it even more. I didn't realize how busy my life had become, and I was taking for granted any small amount of time that I could get outdoors. I just wasn't taking it. Now this has sort of forced my hand, and it's become a magic moment. It's a key part of why I'm doing this. I actually look forward to getting out and finding places like this and doing this. This now I feel is going to be one of my key places for doing video. So as of my 11th video now, very happy with that, to have found such a nice place, relaxing, around the corner from home. It's just really good. So getting outside, honestly, it clears my head, it reinvigorates me, charges my battery, and it just feels right. You know, it's now more of a ritual than anything to come here to do my recording, or come outside and do my recording. So finding magic moments is what you'll need to do to keep you going. Any YouTuber, to keep them going, they need to find these magic moments. That's what I call them. It's a key part of the process that you enjoy, you love, that you're passionate about it. It just keeps you coming back for more. Because without that, there's something missing. You're not quite aligning right with either your niche, your topic, what you're trying to achieve here. You haven't got a clear understanding of what it's about. Once you've got that clarity and you can have passion there to drive you, your magic moments will come in leaps and bounds. And hey, this is what your progress is going to look like. This is how it's changing my life 1 month into the process. Okay, it's not about the subs, it's not about the views, the likes, the comments. It's nothing to do with that. All right, ignore that, shelve that, because the algorithm and YouTube aren't caring about that right now. It's all about building. Right, you're in this building mode. You're building a channel. You're getting used to what works for you, what doesn't. And once you reach that area, which I'm starting to now, that's the magic moment, and it's wonderful. All right, you couldn't want for anything more when it comes to content creating, because once you find that groove, it feels like an addiction almost. It's something that you just want to do. You want to do it because you want to get better, you want to learn more, and you want to present the best that you can for your audience on the other end, so that they connect with you. They'll keep coming back to learn new things, and for me, for my channel in particular, which is, I'm basically here to help anyone that's anxious, self-conscious, and they have trouble getting over that first step and starting a channel by getting themselves in front of a camera. But even then, for those of us that suffer from those sorts of barriers, it can be hard to even maintain and get that momentum going. So I'm here to motivate you along that journey as well. And I'm Carl, by the way. So this here is one reason why I'm doing what I do for me, for the selfish aspect. Clearly I'm doing it because of you, and I want to help you out, and I want to give you a form of entertainment while I'm educating you. So to have a nice backdrop, to hone my skills and get better at talking to the camera, or talking to you in particular, that's what this is all about. And this is to give you that insight. So if you're sitting on the fence considering it, you're learning by example, right? I'm showing you the raw, bare bones of how this looks. And you'll always be able to see my progress. No matter when it is that you watch this video, you can go back to the start of my channel and my very first videos, watch a couple, see how terrible they are, scroll along for a couple of months, see how okay they are, and then hopefully a year along the track, or hopefully a lot sooner than that, I'm getting even better again. And that is going to be you as well, okay? So this whole process gives me reasons to learn and learn new things, okay? So I've learned so much. It's, I guess from a technical aspect, I've learned things like, things about thumbnails. I didn't even know what a thumbnail was. I knew what the image was before being a content creator, but now I know what a thumbnail is. I know, how to create a thumbnail, even though mine are basic. They're basic intentionally. And, I've learned how to to edit my footage. I've learned what works for me, actually. So I've tried a few different types of filming. I started off filming myself behind the wheel of a car. That felt a bit too disjointed, like I couldn't look at the camera, which is, give you the attention that you deserve. And by having to focus on the road, obviously for safety reasons, I then went on different tangents and I couldn't keep myself aligned with what I needed to get across as far as my subject goes. So I didn't want to have waffling videos, knowing that your time is precious, and it didn't really work for me. So next I tried a sit down in natural environment setting for videos sort of 4 and 5, I think they are. And that worked really well. I really love that. And that was the turning point for me, realizing that outdoors is actually a good thing. The fact that I'm forced out of the house to have to do this, it's not a bad thing, to be fair. And I'm really enjoying that. And then I've also tried walking and talking. So talking head still, but walking and talking. I quite like that. That works well too. It keeps me in nature. And I do like that. And I've also tried my hand at tutorial type videos. So sit down, jump on a computer to go through a few things and step you through that. Those videos will never see the light of day. I did them recently and they're absolutely terrible. They're not worth, I don't want to waste anyone's time with that, including my own. I just know that they're so bad, I'm not even going to progress with that form of content. That's not me. I find it very hard to be on a computer, step someone through the stages and feel like I'm engaging and giving you that ability to connect with me when I do that sort of video. So it's just a no-go. I might visit it down the track someday, but for now, no. So there's an example of what I'm learning. I'm just learning so much and getting a feel for things. It's brilliant. I can't emphasize it enough. Don't worry about the figures. Don't worry about what everyone always talks about. That will come naturally. You need to hone your skills and get everything tidied up first. What did I call it? Oh yeah, it's like I've built small things that feel big, okay? And that came to my mind and I thought, that sounds funny. I'm sure no one will get that. But let me explain it a bit more. So it's that simple things to most people, honing your craft in regards to, I guess, your channel and setting that up properly. So getting a nice banner, getting a nice profile picture. When I say nice, I just mean something that suits you or fits you and what you want, and you think would also gel well with your audience or your target audience. And then your description as well, tidy that up. For me, I've actually designed my own and my first free guide that you can download. So I'll put a link in the description. So by all means, grab it. It's basically it's a 17-step with a bit of an intro, 17-step guide on basically what I present in my videos. Majority of it is learned experience that I've put in there, even though it's a short period of time. I'm learning at a rate of knots, and some of it is stuff that I'm become more knowledgeable about just through learning the process, and they potentially aren't going to be areas that I delve into, e.g. certain forms of monetization. I know about them and I discuss them in my guide. It might be things like merchandise selling and setting stuff up like that. I know it's a thing, but I personally won't be going down that road, so I haven't personally learned from that. But I think it's a great guide and it'll help you out and it's free, so why not give it a crack. So those are small systems that feel big when you built them. You feel that level of accomplishment. That's what big means to me when I said that. So you start off small, those small little tasks, but you put them all together, you step back, you look at the finished product that no doubt will get tweaked along the years or the months as we go by. But it's all about, you can step back and there is a finished product there and you just feel that level of accomplishment. So that's definitely something that has changed me in my life, thanks to YouTube and this adventure. Another cool thing is connecting with people on YouTube. So I call them, and I always refer to them as my key creators. So these are content creators YouTubers that I watch, and I watch, I guess, somewhat religiously, especially when I'm starting off my channel. And there's two in particular. I'll also put links to them in the description. My mate Brian G. Johnson, who I've been watching as a consumer for a number of years on and off. And then someone else that I'll equally call a friend, but I've only come to know him recently, just before the start of my journey, and that's Rob the Maritimer. Yeah, top blokes, someone I could easily sit down and have a beer with, but I love their delivery, so I connect with them, and that's important. You know, that's how you build an audience. And so, but now I'm interacting with them, and I never used to do that as a consumer. You know, very rarely would I even like or comment, but now it's like I really want to be part of their tribe, you know, part of their audience, and interact with them, because that's how I learn. You know, so I comment things on, that's great, awesome, I'm gonna, you know, that's inspiration for my next video, I'm gonna try that technique. Or I might not know how to best approach that in an example of a video I've got coming up, so then I'll ask them a question. Now, the other reason why I call them key creators is not just because of how good they are and how I gel with them. It's the fact that I can comment and ask a question, and they respond to every comment, and which is just brilliant, you know. And that's you know, I take that, and that's what my view of having a community and running it well is, and I'm going to be doing that same thing. So having someone in your back pocket like that, not back pocket, sorry, having people like that in your corner is just amazing, and you need that support, all right, because you don't get that from friends and family, etc. The majority of the time. That's for another video, which will be coming up, no doubt, and but I'll cover that in another story. Now, to finish off, I guess as a result of feeling, you know, how much this is changing me, another thing is changing. Another positive element that's changing in me through this whole YouTube channel process and creating a channel is my confidence levels have just gone through the roof. And for someone that, as you know, I suffer from anxiety, I'm an overthinker, and I've suffered, though I've had to battle through that my entire life, and it's gotten easier in real life scenarios. But again, this is a whole new scenario, right? Speaking to you, and I've had to get used to this concept and get over my anxiety to press record and do my first video, and then even get to a point where I upload it, and you know. But once you get over that first step, it starts becoming a lot easier, and I just feel more natural now doing what I'm doing, and it's only going to get better moving forward as I refine my process. Even simple things like setting up the camera, it becomes a lot more fluid and easy, and so it's less time about that stuff and more time just recording. So yeah, I think that's it. I just wanted to give you, I guess it's a bit of an update of where I'm at 1 month in, but it is changing my life, and it's changing it for the better on so many avenues. You don't have to think that YouTube is going to get to a point where it makes you a ton of money for you to think that it's making a positive impact on you. Just enjoy the process, the journey, the magic moments. I can't emphasize that enough. That's what I call them whatever you like, but they are just magic moments, and they just make you step back and go, wow, like, this is amazing. Like, things I would take for granted normally, I now make part of my routine when I'm helping you. So it's a win-win. Well, I'm going to leave it there for now, and make sure you look after yourself.